guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jordannelyse. I run a blog called cultivateyourluxury.com where I talk about all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And so if those things are interesting to you, and you are a fashion girl like me, please go ahead and subscribe down below. I make new videos every week, and I hope that you enjoy them. If so, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the things, and welcome to the fam. All right, you guys, I want to jump right in. Today we are doing something that I am normally sitting on my couch doing anyway, and that is talking about online shopping. It can be so hard to find clothes that fit you well, make you feel confident and good in yourself, and that are fashionable, but one of the most important qualities for me is things that are quality. As I've gotten older, have just really decided to buy clothes that are of good quality, that I don't have to keep repurchasing, and that I know are going to serve me well, so that I can serve the looks. And so, like, that's something that's really important to me. And I get questions all the time from strangers on the street, people at church, my family, friends, about my style, where I get my clothes from, how I find good deals, and I just want to share some tips with you guys about that. There are a couple of pillars that I use and have always used in terms of like how I shop online and just how I shop in general. I wish I had pictures from when I was younger, but you could ask my mom. I was always that girl who was like, this don't feel right. I don't like the way this fits. I never liked being uncomfortable. And during that time, like, not only was society not as body positive or friendly in terms of, being plus size. However, I always had confidence. And I just didn't like feeling uncomfortable in my clothes. I always wanted to feel good. And so that's something that resonates with me now, is making sure that whatever I'm wearing, I feel confident in, I feel good in. Like, I am purchasing these clothes for me to feel good, not to try and like fit into some type of standard. I like to be put together. I like for my clothes to fit nicely and to lay nicely on my body. And to complement all of the assets, So I wanted to share some of my favorite brands and places to shop. And then also just kind of talk about some things that I do to kind of help the online shopping process. So you guys should be able to see, should be a screen recording somewhere up here, of what I'm looking at. But the first online brand that I wanted to talk about, which is relatively new, is Shop Dia. It's Dia & Co. They have just curated I guess almost like a directory of sorts, with a lot of different, like, really good high quality plus size brands, or brands that even just like offer plus size clothing. The one that got me, have been like really into, like I said, quality, is 11 Honor. And so I know that they have amazing quality clothing, and I would say probably more of like contemporary to high-end price point. But Dia & Co. has like brought together so many cool brands like Bacal, Ghani, Diane von Furstenberg is on here, Altazura is on here, and like there's a bunch of brands on here that are, I would say, like I said, like mid-tier to contemporary brands, and then even some like luxury brands, so that you can find things that fit well, are made well, and will last you a long time. So Bacal is one of the ones that I love. They have just like such beautiful styles. One thing I feel like every plus size girl will know, and like we'll get to at some point, is a lot of times it's so hard to find things that are not just like super oversized or super baggy or not cute. Like the prints aren't cute, the style isn't cute, it's not on trend, it's just kind of there, and I feel like 11 Honor does a really good job of curating different brands, but then also like specifically, like I really like Bacal, and that brand is Good American. I really really love Good American's jeans. I find that they fit really well. I find that the sizing is pretty consistent. And so, whereas like there are certain jeans that might be a little bit more baggy, that I might want to like, be able to size down a bit, but they make you look so good. Like I said, quality, the fabric is wonderful. You're not getting those like little beads in the middle of your thighs from your thighs rubbing together like on your jeans. You're not getting that. You're getting something that's going to make you look put together and flattering. They also have really pretty sets and dresses. There's one set that I love. It has like rhinestones on it. It was a white, I think they had it in white, denim, and pink. But it's a white shirt, and then it has a matching pair of shorts, and it was just so cute. So to find things like that, like I said, are not just run of the mill. Everybody's not shopping it. You don't see it, on every person. But that just is an elevated look and like an elevated set. It's not made from, just jersey material, or not even jersey, but like it's not made from low quality material. That type of stuff makes a difference. My style is definitely, I would say, more classic. I do wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of neutrals. Like, that's just my vibe. I've always been like that. And so when I find things that fit that have an element of distinction to them, I love it. Also, like, her compression in her denim, and then also in her, Khloe Kardashian is one of the co-founders of Good American. And so like the brand in general, like the compression in the clothing, and then also like the bodysuits, like they do what they're supposed to do. You want a little snatch, you want it to kind of bring you up and bring you in a bit, but you don't want to have to consistently keep buying the same things over and over and over again. If I find a good bodysuit that I like, I want to be able to wear it. I want to be able to wash it and it's fine. I don't want to have to keep thinking about, having to exchange things over and over again. And so, as I mentioned in the beginning, like quality is just so important to me. And I find that like their stuff is good. I haven't had any issues with the quality of the fabric that they're using. And, the price, like I would say definitely more contemporary. Their jeans run about $100 or so. I would say between like maybe between like $60 and $200 is like a general price point for their items. But there's always discount codes. They have a great, program with other influencers, and there's always money off somewhere. So you can always get a discount with Good American. But I'm a fan. I have a couple pair of their jeans that fit really well. I have a bodysuit. So love their stuff. Okay, so the next one I feel like is going to be a little controversial, because it's not a company that really specializes in plus size clothing. But I will say I have found, like, even this dress, I'm currently wearing a dress, is a Skims exclusive collaboration with this company. And so that is Net-a-Porter. I love them. Right? Like, Net-a-Porter exposed me to new brands. Like Mara Hoffman, that just has like really beautiful pieces that honestly I probably wouldn't have searched for or known about at all. Like, I just wouldn't have known. And so it's things like that, like where you can look at certain marketplaces and they have, a plethora of contemporary or high-end plus size brands, or brands that have extended sizing, or even, like I said in the beginning, just knowing your measurements so you can see if a extra large really does fit you or a large really does fit you, based on the measurements of that brand. You don't know. And then also too, and I can't stop saying, it's like the fabric matters. Purchasing a dress in a linen fabric versus purchasing a dress that has even an ounce of spandex in it is going to be night and day, right? Like, those fabrics that have no give, you might need to size up. the fabrics that have a little bit of give, you might be able to size down, or it depends on the way that you want the piece to fit. And so I love looking at Net-a-Porter for new brands, to find exclusives. Like I said, the dress that I'm currently wearing right now is a Skims dress. And it is, I love Skims, but that's neither here nor there. It's a Skims dress, and I found it on Net-a-Porter. It was an online exclusive that they had, specifically for Net-a-Porter, not on the Skims site, not with Nordstrom or anywhere else. And so being able to find stuff like that, for me, is really what sets my wardrobe apart, because I'm always looking for pieces that fit into my typically neutral color palette, but that have a little bit of interest in them. And so that could be in the design. If it's black, there's some type of design element that I like. It could be in the fabric, the material. It could have some type of embellishment on it. But that's really what sets my style apart. And so Net-a-Porter is great for that. You can find high-end, luxury, but also contemporary brands that are amazing and also in plus size. Okay, so the next brand that I want to talk about, and that we're going to look at together, is Anthropology. I feel like this is a bigger conversation, but there are so many brands that now offer plus size or extended sizing that didn't offer that in the past. And like, it's a little traumatic, right? Like, I think growing up where the Hollister and Abercrombie and what's the other one, Aeropostale, and all of that was like so popular, everyone was wearing it, but then to be like, on the thicker side of things and like not being able to fit into those brands just really felt like, you just kind of felt excluded. Even Anthropologie is kind of being known for some of their stuff, and like having certain types of models and just certain figures. Like, you just didn't really see full figured women in their clothes. And so now it's just like so amazing to see how these brands have expanded, and really been thoughtful about real bodies and real women being in them. I think there's a lot of work to do, but it is nice that the next generation doesn't have to grow up being like, I never saw a real body or a real woman, or real girl in these clothes. I only saw people who were, one size or looked one way. And so Anthropologie is one of those brands for me. I love them now. I love being able to take a look at their site, and even shopping some things in store where they have extended sizing. Their clothes are definitely well made. They also offer other brands. So like, there is a dress from Norma Kamali that is like beautiful, like rouge type dress, that I've seen on Nordstrom and Saks and Neiman's, but they also have it here at Anthropologie. And so like other brands like that they carry outside of their own. And so I love their stuff as well when I think about like quality, clothing, and apparel. Their sizing goes up to a 4X. So, there is certain things, and I'll say too, like, every brand that says that they go up to a 4X doesn't mean that they are offering like a lot of things in that size. A lot of brands, and this is where I'm saying like there's a lot of work to do. A lot of brands are really honing in on extended sizing being a 2XL. And so when you find brands that are sizing up to a 3 and a 4X, it's like, okay, they see the vision and, are trying to offer things for real bodies and real people. The next brand that I want to talk about is still in alignment with the Anthropologies of the world, and that's Abercrombie and Fitch. And I never thought that I would be saying that I love that brand or have enjoyed that brand in the way that I have. I would say maybe like 6 months ago, I decided to purchase some denim. I didn't really have like denim that was not just skinny jeans. And so I was like, you know what? I really want to get some straight leg jeans. I want to try it out, see if the trend looks good on me. I wanted jeans that were not just like ripped jeans. And so I purchased some from Fashion Nova, I purchased some from Abercrombie, and I purchased some from Good American. And the Abercrombie ones were the like mid-tier price range. I think I paid like $30 for these jeans, and they're my favorite. They fit so good. I wanted denim that was like not always, that didn't just like have a super stretchy material. Even though we need a little bit of spandex in our denim, like we just want to be a little snatched up, like a little just, you know. But Abercrombie is one of those brands, like their stuff is so good now. Like what was happening, you know, in the early 2000s and 2010, like what was y'all doing? Because now I love their stuff. Like I love it. Their denim is so good. Their trousers are good. They have really cute dresses, like just so pretty and elegant, and good quality, like good quality. So yeah, I'm now an Abercrombie girl. Like I just didn't think that was gonna be the case. I never saw it happening in my life, but like to see that little package come in, I'm like, the little girl inside of me is just leaping for joy. The last place that I want to talk about is Aritzia. And so Aritzia was a brand that I was not familiar with until I started like watching just certain people talk about the brand. Prior to where I live now, we didn't have one nearby, so I wasn't familiar with it, and it wasn't a risk that I was like willing to take because they initially were not very plus size friendly. Now they are more so, but even still, it's like, you know, 2XL. So they have some things that I do really like, and I think that like if you're trying to be on trend, you want to find pieces that are well made. I've gone into their store and they have things that are like really good quality, that feel well made, that have like really good compression in them. I think it's the Babaton, I think it's what it's called. But they have things that are just like gorgeous. That is the brand that I would say you need to know your measurements. You can shop anywhere. Like you don't ever feel like that you can only shop certain places. You can shop literally anywhere if you know your measurements. Because like I mentioned earlier, a lot of these brands, they don't know. They just coming up with what a small, medium, large, extra large, 2X is. And so if you know your measurements, it'll just like save you so much. Like don't ever feel like you can't. But I say all that to say this. Aritzia has some really cool stuff. I would venture to say that like most of their clothes fit up to like a size like 22. But I do see them expanding, you know, what that look like. I think with so much change happening in the industry, with extended sizing, I do see them extending higher. I love some of their pieces. They do have really great quality and the price point isn't terrible. You know, some like basics, good basics, and then just like good quality pieces that you don't have to keep repurchasing all of the time. Aritzia has that. You guys, so I just wanted to follow up here with a couple of my tips that I mentioned throughout the video. The first being, always take your measurements. Know what your body measurements are. It will save you so much time when you're online shopping. 2 is to always check the sizing charts. Every brand is different, and so knowing that brand's definition of small, medium, large, extra large, and what their sizing structure is really helpful when you're online shopping, and will save you the headache of buying not fitting, or buying and it's too big or too small, and then having to return and all of the things, right? Like nobody wants to be doing that consistently. So checking their sizing charts, and sizing guides, knowing your measurements, and then also understanding like what type of fabric, like taking a look to see what the item is made of, if there is spandex or viscose, or if it's made with polyester, like understanding, or silk or satin, knowing which fabrics have a little bit of stretch or a little bit of give, which ones don't, and what that means for you and your body. Every fabric does not look good on everyone. So like that isn't, I mean, no matter what your body type, like every fabric is just not forgiving, and some of them just don't look good on people. And so just being mindful of that, knowing what looks good on you is really helpful. And then like the final little bonus is just understanding what type of silhouette looks good on your body and like what your go-to is. For me, I love dresses, and I love like cardigans like this and blazers. I love things that are super long. I'm not tall at all. And so like I love things that are floor length. It's very rare that you'll catch me in a midi length anything, because it cuts me off and it makes me look shorter. So I either wear things that would wear something that is short or something that is really long. I also love wide leg pants. I love things to where like you don't really see, you know, you can kind of break up the outfit a bit. So like wide leg pants, a cute little top, and like a cardigan or something of that nature looks really good on me. And so like understanding like what that outfit DNA is for you, and like where you feel comfortable and where you feel confident is just so helpful when you're online shopping, because you can pick pieces that will help you to build out that outfit and will help you to be confident, and that you'll know, okay, when I put this on, I'm gonna feel good. And the idea is everything in your wardrobe, you should be like, I love that. When I put that on, I feel amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope that you did. I make new videos every single week. And I'm super excited to be back on YouTube making videos for you guys. So if you enjoyed this, please right now, go ahead and subscribe. And let me know how you guys online shop. I am curious. I'm curious to what your favorite takeaway is from this video. I look forward to doing more of this with you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.